car giants are unveiling their latest tech innovations at this year's Detroit Auto Show. Now, electric vehicles are taking pole position, but some experts say the new plug-in cars still have a way to go. Nick Harper is live in Detroit for us now with more. Nick, what's the latest?
Well, Michelle, this is one of the oldest, the largest, but also most prestigious car shows in the whole of North America. It's a very big affair, about 750 vehicles on show in this huge exhibition space. It's all about the glitz and the glamour, but for the car companies, it's also about unveiling their latest models. On average, about 50 or 60 new models are unveiled each year. 2015 was a record year for car sales in the United States. 2016 is likely to be even better. So here at the Detroit Auto Show, there's plenty to be happy about. After a record year for US car sales, the mood at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show is one of celebration. Car makers clocked sales of 17.5 million vehicles in 2015, helped by America's easy credit, improved economic growth, and a huge drop in gas prices. But the next generation of vehicles is trying to take the shine off the gas guzzlers. This year, the big push is on plug-ins or electric hybrid vehicles. General Motors is touting its new Chevrolet Bolt as the car of the future, with some impressive credentials.
With more than 200 miles per charge and a cost of around $30,000 after federal incentives, the Bolt EV is truly the first EV that cracks the code of long range at an affordable price.
But that means the American mindset needs to shift gear. For consumers, combustion engines filling up at the pumps and low gas prices are all known quantities. Change is sometimes difficult, and that makes the technology a harder sell.
Automakers can educate this society a little bit more with their green vehicle products and just kind of tout the benefits, because they can save fuel. But I think in the long run, the cost of the green vehicles is not as attractive to these consumers amid this low gasoline prices in the U.S.
Volkswagen, meanwhile, is using the show to shake off the scandal of its emissions cheating scheme.
We all have let down customers, authorities, regulators, and the general public here in America too. I am truly sorry for that. And I would like to apologize once again for what went wrong with Volkswagen.
Those mistakes could cost the company $48 billion in fines. VW hopes this show will help to close the door on this recent chapter. Well, Volkswagen certainly seemed very humble at this year's show. The CEO, Matthias Müller, who we heard from just there, has apologized not just once but twice here at the show on Sunday, and he repeated those apologies first thing on Monday morning again. But there is some worry that potentially VW has lost the trust of the consumer, and there are questions about what it will do now to put things right. Well, Müller will be meeting with the Environmental Protection Agency in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. He'll be talking about what remedies VW will be doing to sort out those cars that were involved in the fixing. But any remedies that VW makes are likely to be not just expensive for that car company, but likely to take quite a long time to put into place. Michelle?
All right, Nick, what about driverless cars? There has been a lot of talk about those recently. What's the latest on that front?
That's right, Michelle. We heard plenty about those in Las Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Show last week. Not so much here in Detroit. They really are trying to sell more of the plug-in vehicles. That seems to be the main emphasis. However, we do know that Ford has been out in Michigan, out on the snowy streets to test those driverless cars, because there's a big question about how they would react in snowy and icy conditions. They may work well in fine conditions, but what about bad weather? So they've been out testing those. There's been other tests about getting driverless cars to track around corners. So plenty still to do with that side of the technology, and we'll have more on the tech tomorrow evening.
All right, thanks so much, Nick Harper at the Detroit Auto Show for us.